Do not show the location of your pains to them. They will not heal you, they will hit where it hurts. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, in this video, we will talk about 17 profound Stoic principles of the respected and famous philosopher Epictetus, who challenges insights over time, probably a name you have heard before. Focusing on these ancient principles will shed light on dealing with the challenges you face today, teaching you to become the master of your own destiny, strong and calm in the sea of chaos. But remember, this is not just a passive listening, watching activity. It is also an interactive experience, inviting you to actively participate in this personal development journey and become the best version of yourself. Will you share your pains and hurts, or will you conceal them? Or do you see them as an opportunity to increase your inner resilience? Expressing your pain can sometimes invite harm rather than healing. Yes, the bad feeling caused by pain will lighten when shared. There are also plenty of malicious individuals who secretly enjoy witnessing your pain and may even exacerbate it. Suppressing your weaknesses can significantly hinder your personal development and often manifest in various aspects of your life. Therefore, learning not to reveal your vulnerabilities can become your strength. Now, imagine yourself as a tree in the midst of a storm. The leaves may fall, but if the branches stay firm, you endure. This is the portrait of silent resilience you will learn here. How every difficulty can teach you to be like a tree, unaffected by inner and outer problems. We will explore how to discover ways to become even stronger. Denying the storm by acting as if nothing bothers you doesn't mean you're not acknowledging it. By doing so, you choose to let the rain soak you and the wind knock you down. Principle 1. Speak once and listen twice. See how my anatomy aligns with this principle. 2 ears and 1 mouth. This is not just a quirk of nature, but a deliberate impulse to develop the habit of listening to the pains and joys around us. Epictetus alluded to this when he said that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can listen twice as much as we speak. Listening is more than a skill, it is a bridge to understanding. It is easy to contribute to the noise, but the real power is when it is quiet. By listening, we open the door to new perspectives, learn life's complex lessons, and build a deeper connection. So before you say your next word, take a moment to stop and think about whether what you have to say will add value or whether you will speak only to break the silence. Choose to listen instead of waiting for your turn to speak. Remember, life's richest lessons often come not from our own voices, but from the stories of others. The second principle: do not allow others to control your life. Do not easily feel directed by the words and emotions of others. Epictetus, with his profound wisdom, reminds us that we have the option to take control of our emotions in the theater of life. Why allow someone else's negativity to be the master key to your emotional state? Yes, surrendering your power to the left means directly handing over the key to your happiness. Now is the time to take back that key, not with anger or pain, but by realizing that your peace and joy are solely under your control. Epictetus passionately emphasizes, is it not worth the journey to cut the strings and take back the key, understanding that only you have the governance of your tranquility? Isn't it time to break free and dance to your own rhythm? The third principle: prepare yourself for the worst. Be ready to accept the worst in every situation. While confronting the uncertainties of life, which can be overwhelming with its unpredictability, we often find ourselves in a web of fear. For example, the fear of losing our job, the anxiety of facing a health crisis, the heartache of a failed marriage, the shadows of financial struggles, or the specter of financial ruin. These fears, morphing daily, create an unrelenting cycle of stress. However, in this chaos, Epictetus's striking wisdom offers us a bold perspective. He invites us to embrace the worst, to contemplate scenarios where these feared events have already occurred. Responding to them from within is a radical thought, a profound self-examination. Facing our darkest fears can open a path to enlightenment, allowing us to learn and grow. Could accepting the worst-case scenario truly be the doorway to inner peace? Epictetus thinks so, urging us to bravely confront life's storms, not with resignation, but with the belief in our resilience and ability to overcome. The fourth principle: do not fear failure, for it is the only way to progress. Embrace the stumbles, the wrong steps, and the inability to advance, for they are the stepping stones of progress. Courageously believe that only by not fearing failure, stumbling without shame, can you truly grow. True mastery is not about being flawless and perfect. Perfection is an unrealistic expectation. Real mastery is a journey filled with errors from which we carve lessons. This path is not easy. It is filled with disappointment, self-doubt, and moments where surrendering seems like the only option. But it is also where passion ignites, resilience strengthens, and true transformation takes place. It is equally prideful and gratifying. So ask yourself this: are you ready to shine brighter, rise stronger, wiser, and more uniquely yourself with each failure? Because the beautiful, peaceful, and sometimes tumultuous process of becoming the person you ought to be lies in it. The fifth principle: embrace simplicity. Embracing simplicity is not rejecting wealth. It is a choice to prioritize things that truly enrich your life. Imagine yourself surrounded by luxury on every side, with every desire at your fingertips. Yet, in the midst of this abundance, there is a big question mark. Is this wealth truly serving you, or is it constantly draining your attention and energy? As Epictetus pointed out, real wealth is not material possessions, but a peaceful state of mind. It is not that you possess great riches, it is that you live at peace with yourself. True wealth is not merely financial, it is a profound emotional and mental freedom. Finding richness in life's simple pleasures and understanding that true wealth lies not in material accumulation, but in experiences, relationships, and self-awareness. The sixth principle: be humble in the pursuit of knowledge. Epictetus knew that humility in our quest for knowledge is a silent but mighty power. Imagine you are on a journey, but not an ordinary one. It's a journey where you take a step away from boastful arrogance. This journey leads you to a place where you realize you know very little, almost nothing. This awareness takes you to a land where accepting your ignorance with humility is not a defeat, but a liberation, a reminder of the true self. In this realm of not knowing, many emotions may compete within us. We may feel the sting of fear, the ache of vulnerability, and even the touch of excitement deep within. It is in this emotional storm, liberated from the chains of pride, that we truly begin to learn. Remember, in acknowledging our ignorance with humility, we free ourselves from the chains of arrogance and truly embark on the path of learning. The seventh principle: be aware of the dangers of wealth. Understanding the dangers of wealth requires a profound dive into the human soul. The allure of wealth is often masked with a deceptive effect, resembling a double-edged sword. Wealth not only attracts insincere individuals in disguise, but also harbors the potential to distort our essence. The transformation it brings can be unsettling, leading us away from our core values. This admired source can decay, plant the seeds of corruption, and quietly erode our character at a crucial crossroads. The great Stoic philosopher Epictetus has warned us about such dangers. His timeless and profound wisdom reminds us to ask ourselves a crucial question as we navigate the turbulent waters of life. Will we allow money to dictate our values, or will we choose to maintain a strong stance by adhering to principles that define our true selves? The answer lies within us. waiting to be discovered. The eighth principle: do not cling to a single hope. The ancient philosopher Epictetus knew that the fabric of life is woven not with a single thread of a dream, but with countless threads of aspirations. Understanding the unpredictable nature of fate, he encouraged us to diversify our dreams, recognizing that having multiple desires is not a sign of indecision, but a strategy for resilience. Imagine this: when one dream is hindered, another can take flight, leading us to success in various ways. Success is not about fearing failure, but accepting our versatile potential. It is about transforming our weaknesses, often referred to as the Achilles heel, into enduring and evolving strengths. Epictetus teaches us that the key is not to be fixated on a singular dream, but to embrace multiple desires, navigating the unpredictable nature of destiny. The ninth principle: remember that you are mortal. Memento Mori. The reality that death will eventually meet each one of us reminds us constantly that we are not permanent in this world. Death, like life, is not under our control. The only thing under our control is our own will. The guiding light of Stoicism, Epictetus, understood this well. He taught us to confront the inevitability with open-heartedness, urging us not to run away from it with fear or ignorance. As we navigate the turbulent seas of life, often forgetting the weight of our own mortality amid the insignificance of trivial and transient matters, we lose sight of the essence. Our lives, every thread woven through the moments we experience, the choices we make, and the actions we take, are like a hand-woven tapestry, a fabric that ultimately concludes with death. So why do we scatter our days pursuing things that will not accompany us beyond the shores of life? Our focus should be on the essence of life, the love we share, the wisdom we gather, and the vulnerabilities we build strength upon. If you have made it this far, it means you are ready for change. If so, before we go deeper, you can show your support by hitting the like button. Now let's delve a bit further. The 10th principle: true wealth is a contented soul. Have you ever felt the weight of longing for things you don't possess, while the treasures you own gather dust in a corner of your gratitude? Epictetus challenges us to reverse this scenario, whispering an eternal truth. Real wealth is not in accumulating things, but in the richness of a contented soul. He invites us to appreciate the beauty of the values we already have, whether they are small or significant victories. Instead of falling into the trap of constant desire, he urges us to pause and reflect on how often we truly savor the victories we have already achieved. It is about embracing the beauty of the values you possess, transforming weaknesses into strengths that bow to nothing. Happiness lies in realizing that it's not about an endless quest for one more thing. It's about recognizing the beauty of what you already have, rather than mourning what is not. It's a path that leads to the understanding that true happiness is right here, appreciating what you have rather than lamenting what you lack. The 11th principle: the urge to blame is a trap. Have you ever felt the weight of the accusatory feeling, an unrelenting shadow that follows your every step? It's a game we often play, a labyrinth with no way out, where we blame ourselves, blame others, finding deceptive comfort in avoiding real challenges. However, what we should truly do is break free from the desire to find excuses. Being chained to the desire to blame is a path, and the allure of resorting to blame is hard to resist. It's like a siren's call. But what if, instead of succumbing to the urge to blame, we choose to face our actions, accept them, and learn from them? Epictetus's wisdom reminds us that the impulse to blame is a trap, a curse that we should not allow to define us. It's not about finding fault. It's about approaching challenges with a positive mindset, seeking solutions, and growing in the face of difficulties. The 12th principle: stay away from those who absorb the life in the air like a cloud of negativity. You know how it feels when you're stuck in a room with someone who seems to have superpowers to turn a good day into a gloomy one. These individuals have the ability to cast a shadow over a bright day. However, there are also those rare gems, people who light up a room just by being there. They make you laugh, challenge you to be better, and somehow make everything seem okay, even on your worst days. They act like an antidote to the chaos of life. Choosing who you spend your time with is not just about who is fun, but about deciding whether you want to be pulled down or lifted up. So, why settle for energy vampires when you can be among the stars? Remember, it's your journey, your rules. Choose allies who turn your weaknesses into strengths, and watch how your life transforms. The 13th principle: your reactions shape you. Life often throws us curveballs, and in those moments, we should never underestimate our reactions because they unequivocally determine our success or failure. Epictetus is categorical about this, teaching us that it's not what happens to us but how we choose to manage it. Misfortune can befall anyone, but what sets us apart is what we do after its arrival. For some, losing a job, going through a divorce, or facing an unexpected setback might signal an entry into a world of victimhood. However, the truth is that these are the forges where our character is tested and strengthened. They are opportunities to grow, learn, and rediscover ourselves. In these moments, we can turn weaknesses into strengths, transform vulnerabilities into armor. The next time life knocks you down, ask yourself, will this difficulty make me give up, or will it fuel my success? Remember, your life story is not about what happens to you. It's about how you choose to rewrite the script in the face of every challenge. The 14th principle: do not hate those who hate you. Simply ignore them. Absorbing the poison of others' hatred into your heart without allowing it to darken your soul is a true sign of inner resilience. Why let someone else's negativity cast a shadow over your spirit? Remember, you are far greater and superior than someone who criticizes, sees faults, and condemns you at every opportunity. So, don't waste your precious time hating that person because they don't even deserve a place in your thoughts. In the Stoic principles, we learn not only to protect ourselves from negative influences, but also to transform them. It doesn't mean denying or covering up the evil. It's about accepting that darkness is part of the magnificent fabric of life. Our strength lies in how we choose to weave these threads into our own story, understanding that acknowledging the existence of darkness is not the same as being consumed by it. The 15th principle: true friendship is greater than wealth. Have you ever felt the warmth of a true friend's support during your most desperate and challenging times, when your own strength shattered like ancient relics under the weight of the world's troubles? Friendship, more precious than any gold, offers us a safe haven, a sanctuary where vulnerability is not seen as weakness, but as a shared human experience. In these moments, we realize the value of true friendship. It is not a shield to hide our vulnerabilities, but a mirror reflecting our authentic selves and flaws. It is a sanctuary where human experiences are shared, and it teaches us that the richness lies not in material abundance, but in the hearts we touch and the souls that touch ours, reaching depths deeper than the deepest ocean. The 16th principle: always look at the bright side of events. Life's events can sometimes feel like a relentless storm. Remember that you have the ability to recognize the advantages you can gain from these moments. For instance, consider the scenario of having to leave your job. In such an event, it's easy to succumb to despair and blame the universe for being against you. However, Stoicism teaches us that finding strength in difficulties and constant improvement is not about denying pain, it's about recognizing every setback as groundwork for a comeback. Realize that every setback is a preparation for a comeback. Stoicism empowers you to transform vulnerabilities into victories, so respond with resilience, turning the obstacles in your path into stepping stones. Isn't it exciting to turn challenges into milestones? The 17th principle: stop worrying about events beyond your control. Epictetus, a staunch advocate of Stoicism, believed that worrying about things we cannot change would mean spending time on things whose outcome we cannot alter. He taught us that true happiness and freedom are associated with knowing the boundary between what we can control and what we cannot. You can deeply love someone, but you cannot make them love you in return. You can work hard towards your goals, but you cannot guarantee the outcome. You can strive to understand the world, but you cannot solve all its problems. Epictetus, the sage of Stoicism, has given us a simple yet powerful lesson on how to cope with disappointment. There is only one way to happiness. Do not fret over things beyond our control and accept what cannot be changed. This is not just about hiding our vulnerabilities, but mastering the art of turning them into an unyielding inner strength. If you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, share your thoughts with us by letting us know which principle resonated with you the most. We recommend subscribing to our channel for more empowering content. Now, 2 more videos will appear on your screen for you to explore this ancient wisdom further. Thank you for watching, take care, and see you soon.